Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Millie and today I'm going to be swatching all of my pink and red eyeshadows in the spirit of Valentine's Day coming up. So if that's something you're interested in watching, then just stay tuned. So I thought this would be fun and kind of like a little scavenger hunt through my single eyeshadow collection and just swatch all the kind of Valentine's Day themed single eyeshadow shades that I have. I wouldn't be surprised if we mostly find a lot of shimmers because my single eyeshadow collection is very shimmer heavy, but it should be fun. So we have some Menagerie Cosmetics, we have some Makeup Geek, there's also Burnovich, there's a bunch of multi-chromes, there's Luxie Beauty, Cindy Grace, Terra Moon. So if you like indie brands and indie makeup, and this is the video for you. So first up, let's look into this Makeup Geek Matrix palette. Now there's a single eyeshadow missing from here and I actually have absolutely no clue where it is, so we're just gonna pretend that there isn't a blank space. But we have some really beautiful kind of tones in this corner over here, so let's just start swatching. Here we go. This is Pretty in Pink. I'm gonna try to fit as many as possible. Such a beautiful baby pink. Next up, this shade is a little bit coral-y, but I'll swatch it anyway. This is Staycation. Definitely more coral, but it's got some pink in it, I would say. Then we have these two. We have Berry Shady and Hot Tamale. So Hot Tamale first. Such a beautiful berry shade. And Berry Shady, I know it looks a little bit more purple than I was anticipating, but it is still a beautiful, I think it still goes with the Valentine's Day theme. I'm not going to swatch this one because I think it's like Brick House or something like that. And this one just looks very orange tone red, so I'm going to skip that one. So that will be everything from this palette. Next up is my Z palette that houses my Shine by SD Reserve bundle and my Depotted Glamlight Paint Pro palette. So I'm actually not going to count these as singles because it is technically a palette. So I'm not going to be swatching them, but I will be swatching this beautiful shimmery shade from Shine by SD. And it's called Reserve number 3. Just gonna pop that right next to the mattes. This one's very flaky and it really needs to be kind of like rubbed to get it to spread out and not be so flaky, but even then it still is kind of like micro flakes. Then we have some Tammy Tanuka pigments that I pressed. So I definitely see a couple. This was a little bit more on the purpley side, but maybe I'll swatch it anyway. So definitely this one is calling out to me. This is a sister to the Rainbow Dragon. This is a beautiful bright pink with like a blue duochrome shift in it. So beautiful. Then this one doesn't have a name, so I don't know. I will put it up on the screen if I find out the name of this one. Unfortunately, I forgot to put a sticker on the bottom, but this is like a peachy pink with a gold reflect. And then this one's kind of more like a burnt orange. It's called Pyromancer. It's probably one of my favorite shades ever, but I'm not going to swatch that one because it is not technically red. It's definitely more orangey, fiery. So let's see, let's swatch this one. This one is called A Dragon's Joy. This one's a little bit on the flaky side. Ooh, it's so shiny. Very flaky though, hard to apply with just a finger. This one's got like a pink bronze duochrome. And then I think Life Giving is pretty good too. Definitely has some pink in there. A little bit similar to the one I just swatched. Also pretty flaky. But this one is the other way around. I think this has like a bronze base and it reflects to pink. Next up we have this kind of miscellaneous bundle of eyeshadows. These are some neon pigments from JD Glow that they don't make anymore. This is a blush from Cindy Grace, and then we have two pressed multi-chromes from Dawn Eyes, and then these are JD Glow that I separated into multiple pans, and then we have some Sugar Pill singles in here as well. So definitely gotta swatch this one. I can't remember the name of this one from the top of my head, but I will put it up on the screen from Sugar Pill. Such a beautiful, very bright pink. So these two I haven't swatched yet, so I'm gonna swatch them in the other palette. And so this one is Heavenly from Dawn Eyes, and it's a little bit on the burnt orangey side, so I'm not gonna swatch that one. Next up we have some Menagerie Cosmetics, and so even though these I originally bought as palettes and I depotted them, they do carry all of these as singles as well, so that's why I'll be counting them versus the Glam Light Pro palette. So let's get right into all of these. This is Crimson from Cosette that I repressed. It was in a square pan. It feels a little gritty still, but it's a very, very beautiful. I have a feeling this one's gonna stain. Next is Atomic Pink from JD Glow that I also repressed. This one is just, wow, so vibrant. Feels very thick to swatch. Then we have Lucky from Menagerie Cosmetics. Really stunning light pink. So next I'm gonna swatch all these Menagerie pink shades together. We have Plume. Wow, it's definitely more peachy. I thought it was going to be a little bit more pink, but I think in the reflect in the camera you can see it looks more pinky toned. Then we have Wolfling. This is probably one of my most favorite single eyeshadows. Oh my goodness, it is so metallic. It has this like peachy bronzy shift. It's so beautiful. Pack Leader, which is a little bit similar, but it's definitely a different tone, but also very beautiful and shiny. And then lastly we have Besties. Definitely similar, but again this one just feels a little bit more almost taupey pink, and or like a purpley pink. And then lastly from this palette is Lit from JD Glow. I'm just gonna swatch this at my palm. I'm out of room, and this one is like a peachy pink shade, duochrome. So next let's look at these Burnovich eyeshadows. Definitely see 1, 2, 3. So first let's start with the matte. This is 127. Such a beautiful matte. I think there might be some shimmer left. Then X15, which is a little bit more of a topper, but it's like a bright, beautiful pink to a orange. Such a cool shade. X16, stunning. Next up, Terra Moons. We've got quite a bit for sure. So this was like a cool toned pink. This is Terra Verse, and this is from their Neon collection. Also from their Neons is Infrared. Such a beautiful, vibrant red. Not that serious. Beautiful, vibrant, kind of like a pinky peach, starting to lean a little peachy. And then from their pastels, we have Palm Reader. Then this is a shimmery shade, and it's from Touch of Glam. It's called Red Riding Hood. And then it Give Me Glow DNR, which this one's more like a satin. Also feels really thick. Looks almost matte on the skin. More Terra Moons. We have Terra Sphere, which is a beautiful shimmery pink. Andromeda, which is more like an iridescent type of light pink. And of course I have to swatch Red Giant. And then Astral is actually shifts to like a pinky shade too. Next up is some Divina, and the only one from here is Cream Puff Cuddles. Such a beautiful pink to blue duochrome. And actually I just realized this red matte would fit in too. This is Ilithia. Let's swatch that one here. Doesn't really want to swatch on this skin there. Next onto Cindy Grace, we have these two shades. We have Golden Rose and Ladylike. So Golden Rose, Ladylike. Ladylike is more red. Next we got the Book of Shades. So this is where I have my Luxie shadows. So the shade Flutter. I'm gonna swatch it on the back of my hand. Very light pink. It's got like a slight golden and green duochrome. Next is Bellatrix from Chaos Cosmetics. This was a loose pigment that I pressed. And then also from Chaos is Altair, also pressed. And Sky Flower from Luxie as well. It's actually got like a silver reflect. Looks pretty pink. There's like a slight hint of pink, but also silver. So it's actually a really interesting shade. We've got more Davina. First we have Pixie Stix, which is a pink to gold duochrome. Marshmallow Pillows. Very iridescent type of a pink to blue, bluish purple duochrome. Soda Swamp. This one's like a pinky purple. And Cygnus, which is technically like a burnt orange, but it's got like that red in it. More Menagerie Cosmetics, but these are their mattes. So we have Cuddle, which is from the Pastel Pup palette. I'm not gonna swatch these because they're definitely, I don't feel like these are very Valentine's Day themed, and then this orange is like a more of a cool tone orange, so that's pretty much it from here. And lastly, we have all these multi-chromes. Now I have swatched these pretty recently, and some of these are very similar, so I'm probably not gonna swatch all of them, but some of these that are definitely standing out as pink are this one. So we have Head Rush from Terra Moons, Australis from Davina, and Sneeze Me Pink from Touch of Glam. So these are all very similar, so I'm not going to swatch all of them, but if you're interested in a ton of swatches, I will leave some links in the description box. So those are all the swatches of my pink single eyeshadows. I honestly thought I had a bit more than this. Oh my god, my fingers are so stained. So I'm pretty shocked. For some reason I thought I had definitely more from City Grace, but I guess not. But I think overall, I think I have a decent variety. Let me know in the comments below, what are your favorite pink eyeshadows that you own? And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe. There's a lot of indie makeup, shiny, shifty, and sparkly eyeshadow content on my channel. You don't want to miss out. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.